This will be my 5th bro draft, bruh. And I'm getting better and better all the time. I think I'm really starting to understand how more cleanly to value certain things or not value certain things. Razor Lash Transmogrant seems excellent, excellent, excellent. I mean, I really would love the Disfigure. But this is a card that's just amazing. It's a 3/1 that can come back to the graveyard. And then if they kill the Razor Lash Transmogrant, it can come back from the graveyard. It's pretty much always going to be 6 to come back from the graveyard, but I think this is the good stuff. So I shall grab it. Other cards that seem good here. Steel Exemplar is great if I'm like mono red or something, or mono white, which I think is actually quite good in this. I think Unleash Shell is also pretty fantastic. Disfigure, also fantastic. I might even get Disfigure. Maybe, yeah. I do like removal. I'm going to give in to my artifactly desires. If you, the game, want me, the person, to, like, play the artifacts, I guess I gotta do it. Semi-rewarded. Semi-rewarded. We have a good black removal scarred to go along with our Razor Lash Transmogrant. I really like Boulder Branch Golem. I like Clay Revenant with a lot of the sacrifice effects. But this one is just an unbelievable card. Exile is so good in this format where there's huge nerds. This card might be less good than I think it is. Whenever anything goes in the grave, yeah, whatever. I'm getting the Falaji Dragon Engine. I think this card's very, very good. Big fat flyer. Occasionally comes down as a pumpable flyer earlier on. This card is terrible. You know, the more I'm looking at this, the more I actually think Scrapwork Rager is just aligned better with our plan. It's the black card. Unleash Shell. As I said before, I like quite a bit. Although I do hate the pun. That pun actually physically hurts me. Physically annihilates me. Okay. Late Disfigure. Whoa, that's some good stuff. I have no idea what my other color is at all. Who cares? I'm just going to get this Disfigure and move on with my life, right? I think Transmogrant Altar is really good. If I can get a couple of those Clay Revenants, and they're common, I can do some goods with them. Kayla's Reconstruction is also alright. Takes a lot of mana to be good, though. Anything else here good? No, not really. Scatteray, I guess. Another Disfigure. I will take it. Alright, Removal Tribal. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah. I mean, Transmogrant Altar technically also works with Razor Lash. Let's see here. Springleaf Drum. I think a Thraxiderm is solid as well. So what we're looking for right now is we have a wish to sacrifice things to make them as zombos. This is sacrifice to draw stuff. So we want a lot of ways to make little 1/1s. Dipping into white would be solid here. I mean, I think that I might be the player running black right now. I'm going to go ahead and get No One Left Behind. If we get like a really good pricey card, great. I like reanimation spells. Black is a good color to be filling up the graveyard. Green is also a good graveyard filling one here. The Disfigure Wield. Okay. Disfigure N, unleash shell, wield. Do I take this or the shell? Kind of want to grab the shell, right? I'm just gonna be grabbing this one. It seems like the right thing to do. Boo. I just think this card is so bad. One of these two, I think. I think I'm going to get the Veteran's Power Blade, because there's... Alright. Removal Tribal. It's been decided. I'll just get the black one. Kill Zone Acrobat. Whatever. 3-2 for 3. Perfect. Bitter Reunion. Oh no, it's a fucking Semblance Anvil. Let me tell you, this is just not it as a name. Semblance Anvil? Not doing it. Not doing it. Alright, well, I think Heavyweight Demolisher is a good pick here. Semblance Anvil. Heavyweight Demolisher. Yeah, because, I mean, like, the arc of our deck is really basic. We remove your stuff, and then we win with an expensive thing. Alright, that seems good. We're getting a little yoked up here. Right, I'll get the huge one. I think the best card here is Recruitment Officer. I think I'm actually going to pick up the Recruitment Officer, because here's the thing. Bitter Reunion and Unleash Shell are not, like, extremely compelling reasons to be in red. Is the Drake not a good flyer? You are correct. The Drake is not a good flyer. I'm going to get the Recruitment Officer because I think it lines up a little bit better with this Transmogrant Altar Wish. We're still looking for like a Clay Revenant to make that work. Things that generate small creatures to make that work. Holy shit, a Yoshin Tactician. I'm going to get razed to the ground, man. I'm getting this. Removal Tribal. Come on. Yeah, all right. This is... You know, I'm tempted to even take the Mine Worker. I really have zero feel for how good or bad the Mine Worker is. Hercule. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, I guess we're still kind of mono-black. I'm just going to keep getting the black cards. I don't see a reason to... There is literally another freaking Recruitment Officer. There's also a Prison Sentence. Dude, I'm gonna get the mine worker. Screw this recruitment officer. Prison sentence, maybe. Bitterine, maybe. Very maybe. Kill zone acrobat, no. This thing, no. Carrion Locust might actually even be acceptable, but I think I really, really want this game to go on for a while, and I think that Mine Worker is acceptable as a means to ensure that this occurs. Plus, there's like 7 of these flying around. Gurgling Anointer. That's right, it's a flyer that as I draw, good stuff happens, huh? There's another heavy weight demolisher. There's another scrap. Ooh, shit. I meant to mark it, but the game was like, no! It's going to pass by you in a matter of seconds. But I still think this is better than that, because I think that, like, if we just keep drawing. Yeah, I guess Gix's Caress is right. Well, you know, maybe I marked that at the last second, but I don't know if that's correct. There's going to be 2 more carrion guys coming up. Jalum Stone. Bye-bye. Not 100% on the Falaji Dancer. I'm not 100% on Mishra's Juggernaut. Also not 100% on No One Left Behind. I want all these. Hey, Swift Gear Drake. Get in the side. Yay. I think one of these is good. I don't think if I need... I think I need like 3 of them. I think Transmogrant Altar is probably a cut, unless... Nice. Unless we actually get the Clay Revenant. Visions of Phyrexia is really, really good. I mean, that's really, 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 really good for us. Defending and healing and deleting and deleting. Let's get the Visions of Phyrexia. I mean... That's relatively insane. Wow. Do I get this? I mean, I really like drawing cards a lot. I need to really zoom in the deck a little bit. There's another Gurgling Anointer. I mean, this is pretty sweet, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty rad. Dude, we are removal tribal. Two Visions of Phyrexia. Wow. Probably not running this prison sentence. Excellent. A giant pricey gamer. Perfect. This is exactly what we want. We get 2 heavyweight demolishers. That's how we win the game. Nice, nice, nice. Really nice. I mean, this is the clearest game arc of all time. $12 creatures. Uh... I think actually just scrapwork mutt. Nothing complicated going on. Just some early low defense. Corrupt deals damage to any target equal to the number of swamps you control. Bitter Reunion we don't need. Alright, removal tribal. I mean, I'm gonna get the rest Goliath. Like, I very, very am. Ooh, all this shit wheeled. You know, I'm actually gonna get the Tower Worker. All right, I think we have a deck somewhere in here. Better defensive card. Disfigure fucking wheels. Yeah, dude, hell yeah. Disfigure wheels. I think the Trench Stalker I probably don't want. I mean, what if I just... Wow, yeah, no one was running black here, huh? And Onulet. This is kind of nuts. All right, so I mean we have to cut 2. We need to cut the Rust Goliath. Heavyweight Demolishers are both easier to cast and work better with our plan, and we just don't really need that much. I mean, we're drawing an insane amount of cards. So, Overwhelming Remorse, Corrupt, Unleash Shell, these are all our removals. Power Plant, Worker, this are all part of our plan. Visions of Phyrexia. I think Raise to the Ground we do want. I think it might just be the Carrion Locust, actually. Just one less Disfigure? No, I'm running every single Disfigure I have is going in this deck. Because one of the reasons is that I'm going to have 2 Visions of Phyrexia generating Power Stones. Like 9-8 like this. Yeah, this is great. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 removal tribal. Alright, predictions are up. Alright, I feel confident in this deck because it's hard for the plan to be missable. Way too top heavy. It's hard for me to say because the thing is that I have like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 pricey guys. Can transmogrants alter, sacrifice artifacts or creatures? Only creatures. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it anyways. I mean, we do feel heavy, for sure. We really do feel heavy. Let me briefly look at this. And if you're like, oh, that's so unfair, you're changing your deck after you created the predictions, I mean, please know that this channel is pro-corruption. Really feels like one of these can pop out, huh? Yeah, I think this is better. Like, we could also arguably cut the Tron package, but I think it seems acceptable. Nice. Good. Alright, let me edit this. Great. God, I'm like on my game today. I go first. This is great. Dude, we're gonna be healing so much. It's gonna be incredible. What? I couldn't vote? I don't know what happened. And I take no responsibility for things that do happen. Just saying. I should have played the Thraxiderm first. No, I shouldn't. Alright. Get rid of this. Pendragon Strongbow. Actually, it's probably pretty great if you have even a marginal amount of generation. Alright. Ragers are good here. I mean, almost all of our cards are good here. Yeah. Villain doesn't have a combat trick for the Anointer. That's great. Yeah, I think we just keep swonking at the skies. And then I can Thraxiderm sack the mutt. My opponent did not have a combat trick, and they also haven't played stuff, and so that would make me believe that they are able to cast more expensive artifacts. So, we do this. This is a great last second change. Sack this. Gurgling Anointer would work in it. What on earth is this thing? Odyssean Mindbreaker. Nice. Dude, look at this. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me go. Rank up. Rup. All right, it's also time to talk about some new games, right? Obviously, I'm excited that MTG Bro has released. But MTG Bro is yesterday and today. Tomorrow's Marvel Snap. Friday, we're doing some Warhammer 40k Darktide. Yes, yes. Next week, I'm fully decided Tuesday, probably another day of Magic, but Wednesday, we're doing the good old review of your wonderful, lovely projects. I'm doing a half day because I'm leaving town. And there's all sorts of other sick games coming up. There's like Floodlands that I've been seeing a little bit about. We connected another... Oh, whoops. What is going on? I was on a Discord call on my phone. Get out of here. Yeah, let's see. There's Dwarf Fortress with graphics coming out in early December. Softer mechanic. Yeah, sorry, that was my USB. Dude, let me tell you, Damani's about to get demolished. What are some other interesting games coming up here? I don't think there's any -X, -O's in blue. It's anointing time. So probably Scrapboard Rager here to redraw. There are some other good ones coming up. Have any of you played Against the Storm? I've been hearing some hooting and hollering about that one. Dude, let me tell you, this is why we're running 4 Disfigures. With 2 Visions of Phyrexia, we can, like, do a lot of multiple things in a turn with the Disfigures. Sure. Never would I ever have thought. Whoa. Pop the mechanic. I mean, this is so nasty. Oops. I forgot it does that. Down to the other one. And sideways we go. Dude, our deck is so good at beating someone that just, like, doesn't draw. This is some sick stuff here. Look at this. We beat the crap out of people that are land screwed. We beat the crap out of them. Yeah, scatter away. There's another, yeah, like, I heard that Against the Storm was, like, really good. I heard a lot of really good things. Is this side of my face? Really? I gotta get a light diffuser. Some, like, big diffusers here. I also gotta get some more lights that come from under my booty to even the tone on this. Anyways. Yeah, Against the Storm, it's like a roguelike city builder that you've heard me talk about like crazy. Oh my god, Entropy says so crypto markets and Twitter are melting down? Dude. Tell me about it. Like, oh my god. Dude, that FTX stuff is insane. It is insane. For any that don't know this story, so FTX is a crypto exchange, which means if you want to buy and sell crypto, you can do it on the exchange floor. Now, a lot of the ways that an exchange should, in theory, function is that, like, if I'm an exchange and all 2,000 of you have 10 bucks in there, I should have 2,000 different little segregated accounts with $10 in them. With my little segregated accounts with $10 each in them. If any of you want to withdraw your dollars, I go to your account and I give you the dollars in there. This is not particularly noteworthy, not particularly exciting. This is just pretty standard. But when it comes to like an entity that has, you know, a whole bunch of people's money sitting there, the most common way to make money is just with spreads. Like, oh, I buy something for $18.99 and sell it for $2. Or excuse me, $18.99 and sell it for $19. So I make a penny due to the spread. And because there's a lot of trading going on, presumably nice. Presumably I can make a large volume of money. Or you can do lending. So for instance, some of you who have $10 might go, you know, I don't really want to lend my money. But if you approve it for lending, I can do something like take some of your money and do some move that could be, you know, a little bit risky. But it could potentially make you some cash. Isn't that great? Lending. But it's not the case that everyone is actually interested in doing lending. So great, you wouldn't normally do that. You have to approve it. Kind of like when you put your money into a checkings account or a savings account at the bank, there's certain rules around when they can lend your money and how much they actually have to, like, keep in the back, and so on and so on and so on. And blah, 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 blah. So I actually think the best choice here is for actually me to Scrapboard Rager. Redraw again. To swing and play the second Mine Worker. All right, so you know how everything here is pretty basic, right? Pretty basic, makes sense. Well, for any of you who, some of you may have actually known this, that I was a really big poker player, and I played during an era when a whole bunch of poker sites went busto very abruptly. Because it turns out, even though if you logged into that poker site, it said, oh, you have $300 in this poker account. They didn't. I think I also forgot to tap a thing. I think we actually might be okay. So they, maybe if you accumulated all the total sum in these poker sites, what you found was that they had 100 million total listed of stuff their players had, but in the bank they only had like 60 million. It was some bad stuff. It was some truly bad stuff. And this caused this huge crisis where all these people thought they had money there. Didn't have no money. Fucking sucks. Rip Full Tilt. Yeah, Rip Full Tilt. Rip many others. And so when it comes to this exchange, they were doing something kind of similar. Do you still get to scry 4, or is your power 0 because it's dead? I think the power gets red right when this goes onto the stack. So even though it is dead, this is still looking for. And so what apparently happened with FTX is that people deposited US dollars and then used those US dollars to get crypto. So now FTX has, you know, certain amounts of US dollars on their exchange to do things. But apparently, instead of keeping enough dollars in reserve for people's accounts and stuff like this, instead they had a cryptocurrency called FTX token that was valued at the same amount as people's funds. So instead of having 100 US dollars, we have 100 of FTX tokens. So if you want to withdraw, we will sell those tokens in exchange for US dollars, which we will give back to you. Now here's what's fucking crazy, okay? And I'm simplifying some things for the sake of making the story more tellable while I'm trying to focus on something else. Very nice. So what happened was some other fucking crypto guy, this other crypto guy is the CEO of the biggest exchange. FTX is the #2 exchange. CEO of the biggest exchange was an early investor in FTX, and because they gave them dollars, in exchange they received these FTX tokens. So the CEO, I shit you not, tweets that their company is selling all their FTX tokens. Because it's like, we don't think it's got value anymore. Which is like not something you would do. You should not do that unless you are like ready to stir some shit up, dude. So what happened is they announced they're selling all their FTX tokens. I mean, they're selling like hundreds of millions of this shit. So what happens is the price starts to drop of the FTX token. Two things occur. First, you remember how you had $100 in FTX that, well, we don't have $100 in your account. We have $100 of tokens. So if you ever need your 100, don't worry. We're going to sell these tokens. We're going to get the money. Everything's going to be great. So what happened was the price started to go down. So now suddenly, shit, we don't really have $100 in tokens. We have more like $80 of tokens for your $100. Uh-oh. And then, of course, people started to say, well, if there's some weird shit going on with FTX, which... I saw that non-permanent. Damn. Rats. Crud. Really? You're gonna get rid of that one? No joke, you're not gonna get rid of the thing that lets me draw once a turn. So because a lot of people started to go, oh, let me like withdraw my money from the FTX, because remember, the #1 exchange just said that they didn't think that these had value, so they started to pull their dollars out of FTX. And because of that, that started to mean that FTX had to sell these tokens in order to get the dollars to be able to give to customers, which caused the token to continue to go down further. And remember, you know, one of the core things in cryptocurrency is transparency, right? You can just literally see all this stuff. I mean, so you can see the value of this token like going down. And so this starts to cause more people to go, oh shit, their token's going down. Let me also get my money out. I wasn't going to, but now that I see the token going down, I'm going to pull it out, which starts to... And the spiral causes them. So this guy can't block. could be the death of us, because this is going to be able to tap, like, so many times. So basically, there really should not be such a thing as a run on an exchange. Like, that's a... That doesn't mean anything. That shouldn't mean anything. It shouldn't be anything. Yeah, and I know that there's, like, Alameda and all these other sort of things. And Tier Envy you're talking about, they're using FTX token to prop up even more tokens. Yeah, no, this is a tale as old as time. Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, it's like one of those things. Some crazy shit. Alright, so we do have some ways to deal with this puppy. Don't know if it's going to happen with Power or Visions of Phyrexia yet. This guy can't block, by the way. Right, it looks like we have died to the Flapper. Yeah, so I'm skipping over a lot of things about, if any of you are curious, you can Google Alameda research and all this shit. But, like, here's the net effect that is crazy about this whole thing, right? There's some details I'm skipping over, some details that I'm simplifying, which makes it a little bit erroneous if you know the story and so on. But that's fine. Again, I'm just trying to give, like, there's a lot of people here that know nothing about crypto, and so I'm trying to give just the gist of the shape of it. However, here's the thing that I think is pretty noteworthy, okay? There shouldn't be such a thing as a run on an exchange if they're doing things above board, right? There shouldn't really be such a thing as a run on an exchange if they're doing things above board. Because in theory, all your money should be in the exchange unless you explicitly marked it as being ready for lending. I think I don't want to do this. I'm about to play a bigger guy. I have a lot of visions incoming. But here's the thing. Many of you have probably picked up through osmosis that a lot of people are just like, oh my god, we're super interested in. I think I do need to kill that guy. Second card every turn. Okay, so I actually have the ability to do this now. So you probably picked up through osmosis that a lot of people that run crypto exchanges or work in crypto are pretty anti-regulation. They want to be able to do whatever the fuck they want, you know? They're just like, oh, well, the whole reason we're into crypto is that fiat currency is bad, and so on and so on and so on. Except for the former CEO of FTX. He was cozying up to investigators. He was, like, regularly going to Washington, trying to make sure that regulation and working with the government was actually done in a really solid way. Because his perspective was, well, you know, regulation is coming, so we may as well be on the good side of it. which, whether you agree or disagree with that perspective, it is important to note that that was his perspective. An issue? So, because this exchange crashed, the #1 person who was plugging and aggressively asking for more regulation, this guy had his exchange crash and literally is missing, I think, like $8 billion of its customers' fund. Like $8 fucking billion. And so this person who was cozying up, saying, no, crypto can be done great. We want to work with all the people that are running these banks and stuff. We want to work with them. We can do good stuff if we just do regulation properly. And if any of you are familiar with the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy case, I can't believe they got 2 Thopter camps. That's sick. I think we just let this 4 through. Well, I mean, this helps. Russian ally says $8 billion is like 1 billion verified Twitter accounts. Damn. Okay. Time to chump. It is a good day to chump. This is a little bit rough, but there you go. So now Afuran is drawing many cards a turn. I am drawing many cards a turn. But I have Visions of Phyrexia, so I think that will let me get ahead. Yeah, so to finish the thought, yeah, this person who was really cozy with regulators, now literally, it makes all of crypto look so bad. And my general perspective on crypto is, hey, if someone does something great with it, great. You know, I see merit in some of the ideas. I've not seen something that's made me go, wow, A+, but hey, that's exactly how I feel about VR too. So maybe someone will come up with some great stuff in there. Well, until Half-Life Alyx came out, and I thought that was super sick. But like, dude, do not discard. It just makes everyone look so bad. Like, I mean, and also, let's not forget that there were investors in FTX, like big Silicon Valley VC firms. Huge ones that basically are shit out of luck. All their money's poofed. So I mean, it's just bad news bears all around. Soul Guide Lantern. This just exiles a single card from the graveyard. Yeah, I don't think any of this stuff matters. CO still MIA. My understanding is that CO is under arrest in the Bahamas, I think. And, I mean, the reason that I'm bringing it up is that, like, anytime there's a place where there's a lot of money, it's going to naturally have a connection to a lot of people. We're doing all manner of thingies. Shit. Probably want to just pick off this guy. I think I need to just be on the defense for the time being. Unearth. Yeah, anytime there's a place with a lot of money, that starts to just get connected to other stuff. Like, for instance, Storybook Brawl, a game that I have streamed several times here, that I really enjoyed. FTX bought Storybook Brawl. Like, Jesus. Like, there was that arena, that FTX arena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? What? Oh, this is 3 mana. Whoops. I thought it was 2 mana. Reading is what? Fundamental. Oh yeah, yeah. FTX had a multi-year 9-figure deal with TSM. I mean, it's just insane. And they have to do all this instant speed stuff on their turn. I think we, again, might be on the mill plan. So, I mean, God, wow, they have 2 Third Path Iconoclasts? This is an insane deck, man. They have 2 Thopter Mechanics, 2 Third Path Iconoclasts, Temporal Anchor, Urza Powerstone Prodigy. This is some good stuff. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. I'd like to heavyweight Demolisher Unearth. Swing in for like 1 billion. Not exactly a good card that they can target here. Soul Guide Lantern might just peel them off. Okay. Dude, you think you can exile stuff? Yeah, so I mean, like, it's just one of those things that as someone that works in the gaming space, you know, there's just a lot of things that make me just be like, we did do our overwhelming remorse. Shell. Sure, I don't think we have a way to destroy that one. Seven cards left in the deck. Drawing stuff, drawing stuff. Raised to the ground. Okay. We actually are doing this shit. So we have 5 turns left. They have 6 turns left. Straight jumping it. Straight jumping it. Ramos Dragonage. Dude, this villain's deck is insane. This is like the most ridiculous. This guy has Ramos and like stacks of... I mean, this list is like unfucking believable, man. I'm like, I'm shaking. Maybe we do have too many land. Get in there, gamer. Yeah, I think we lose. Tempted to put back in that Unleashed Shell, huh? And they have a Hercule? Holy shit. Oh my god, this is the best deck I have ever seen. I don't even think we have any legs here. I'm gonna pull this out. I think we actually have enough early game defense with the 4 disfigures. That I'm just gonna get the big one. I think we have enough. We're all our absurd legendary cards. Well, the thing is that we... Oh yeah, and let's not forget they had that giant artifact that lets you draw... Or lets you exile 2 per turn and draw. I mean, that was some nuts shit. Yeah, so I mean, like, my opponent's deck was just absolutely yoked out of control. 3 insane legendaries. 2 sets of insane 2-cost commons. Or 2-cost uncommons. My cats love hugs, dude. They're all about hugging. Little baby cats. I love you. Oh, we're purring now. Alright, no. No! Alright, removal tribal. I do want to play the mountain. Because eventually we're going to need double mountain out for the thingy. Yep, meow meow. Have a seat, darling. So far, so good. Might be a good one to exile. Tower Worker does have reach, though, so that's helpful. Oh, shit. Recommissioned Power Stone Engineer. It's an incredibly good draw. System exchange here, just fine. That is a good one to exile. I don't think we're wanting for... There's the 1 mana card that makes an artifact hexproof. But I think that this is fine. Carrion Locust. Look at the Tower Worker doing the work. Look at him go. This is like one of the more fun decks that I've had the pleasure of getting to assemble. Definitely killed the Power Stone Engineer. Having an 8/6 with Menace is really good. This card is... Oh, this deck is just awesome. It can do it all. 4 disfigures, my god. There's one of these swings with a combat trick. Great. Ooh, that's so nasty. And no cards get drawn. You love to see it. Love to see that shit. Dude, our list is just going the distance. I'm leaving everything back because I think healing and then swinging with the heavyweight demolisher is better. Ghost Quiz says, I know it's really not the right time, but I'm not here often to catch you live. So does anyone know if there is a mill equals loss mechanic in Marvel Snap? No, there is no mill loss because honestly, there just doesn't need to be. It just doesn't really need to be. Because in that game, it's exactly 6 turns. Unless someone casts Limbo, and then it's exactly 7 turns. Or sometimes 4 turns, sure. Or sometimes you think it's going to be 7, but then you get stormed on the Limbo, and then it goes back to 6. So there is no way to ever be in a situation where the game just can't end. So the game will end. Mill conditions were created to avoid draws. And this is one of the reasons why I like Go more than chess as a game, is that there's no draws in Go. Get this out of here. Ashnod's is pretty good, though. Yeah, and so I think that, like, if you don't have any cards left in your deck, you just don't have any cards left in your deck. You just don't have those. There you go. Do I like mill decks? Fuck yeah, I love mill decks, man. Amazing. I'm keeping the board under control for my list that is largely trying to make the game go on longer so I can leverage my excessive amount of draws. Plus, drawing in Marvel Snap is rarely that helpful. It's rarely that helpful. It makes it one of the more interesting games I've played recently as a result. I'm getting into the damages. I might raise this to the ground, to be honest. I know this looks bizarre, but I'm gonna do this. Like, we clearly have some good artifacts, but I'm worried about falling behind on board. Alright, that was not very helpful. This was a 3-minute cycle. Untap doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, I mean, the, so should I just... I mean, I can kill this. Is that better? Or do I actually just want to clear the board off? I think this is probably better. Puts a lot of pressure on him. Like, obviously this will eventually grow large enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, have I only drawn land? Outside of that, remorse, maybe 9. So we still have 8 left. So about 2/3 of the deck is good stuff. Scrap work Rager to chump is just a very good option, broadly speaking. I do like Unleash Shell. This is a weird format, but I think this card is actually quite good in this format. I would hate this in most other formats. 5-speed instant, or 5-cost instant is good. You know what, everyone? Let me just turn off. Oh, it needs to update. I see. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure it doesn't display my address. It looks like it updated right in the middle of the game. Great. Really good. Hey. No. We're not doing this today. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a fucking huge problem. Jesus, that's bad news. Ugh. Alright, great. These guys are a little bit painful. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I needed to swing last turn. I think that I made a mistake. I'll block this one. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like this. All right, we have died. 1 to 1. Yeah, I think I needed to just kill... I think my intuition was correct that we just needed to kill the Gixian Skullflayer. Just straight up. I think that was a mistake. I think that was just a big mistake. Damn! I think this deck could have gone better. Like, way better. But that's alright. We're happy with 3 and 3. We mostly get our investment back.